morning. My name's Brian Lampy, formerly Staff Sergeant Lampy, presently Private Lampy, but always a Marine. I would have never had the guts to do anything like this before, but I'm kind of fed up, not with any particular person. I'm just sad that the state of our country and the state of the people that are in it, how we don't show how much we care about each other as much as we used to. Or I remember 17 years in the Marine Corps, and I guess just as such a tight-knit family, you don't have the same issues. I mean, they don't seem such a big scale, but we loved each other, you know? It's not that we didn't have issues. I've been out for 2012, April, when I was separated and my DD-214 came through. Until that fateful night that I don't remember, my career was amazing, except for combat part and losing people that I loved. I loved the Marine Corps. After joining the Army National Guard for 6 years, I didn't feel challenged, so I joined the Marine Corps, and I felt accepted, something I never felt before. 5 years old, I was molested by my babysitters, several men and women. 3 brothers, 2 sisters, and mom. I'm not saying that because I want anybody's apologies or anybody's. It doesn't matter. It happens to people. It's not. I don't need sympathy. But it made me grow up real fast because I knew in the counselor's office that I could never, ever, ever let my mom know what happened to me because it'd break her. I remember knowing I couldn't say what happened while my mom was sitting beside me. And to me, I guess that was just, I loved my mom. I wanted to protect my mom. Then I had a best friend, really good friend, for a year or so. Dad got out of prison, racist. When I'm knocked at the door, don't want sympathy again. This was all learning. This was a learning lesson to me. I don't blame anybody except for the people who are directly responsible for helping somebody hate somebody so much and something they don't even know. We're all people. In the Marine Corps, we're all green. Some dark, some light, but we're all green. Anyhow, went over to play, knocked on the door, they opened up. His dad came to the door and said, "What do you want?" I asked if he could come out and play. My son's not allowed to play with niggers. I think that might be the first time I ever really heard it in the flesh, not just on TV. And it hurt. But, again, I know there's a lot of people out there who've been hurt by shit like that. Racism is a sickness, just like alcohol, just like addiction. It's a sickness, and it's taught, but once it's taught, it's hard to cure. And I don't hate you for hating me. I hate the fact that you can't grasp that there's something wrong with that. Anyhow, I always was a protector. I was a Marine coming home my first fight, 4th grade, Gertrude Walker, Garden City, Kansas, when somebody was picking on, two brothers were picking on a nerd. Leslie was his name. Nobody will remember him. And I'm not going to say the brothers. Pick on somebody your own size. Luckily, I was on a bike that day, and they were on their feet. All my friends were always, I wouldn't say the underdogs, because they were all strong heart. Travis Bachman hated gangs and bullies as much as I did and anybody else I knew. Might look like a wire, but he could whoop the world's ass. He went out showing he could. I know. He went out making sure he did everything he could to protect the unit that was coming on. And they're soldiers. I know it for a fact. Because he wanted to ask somebody to do something. He wanted to ask a private to do something he could do. That wasn't Travis. Nah, he was better than that. Way better. I love you, man. I fucking love you. Anyway, life has this way of tossing you curveballs way more than you expect. And they're right at AA that if you think you hit rock bottom, crawl back out and wait till you fall again. It's true. And I always believed, no matter what life threw at me, no matter what threw at me, I was gonna do the best that I could. Always the best that I could. I wasn't always right, but I did the best I could. I never once got in a fight until I was 33 years old. That had to do with me. I was always trying to protect somebody else, whether it be on the street, whether it be in a bar, whether it be anywhere. I never got in a fight for me. I never got in a fight for any stupid freaking reason. I hated gangs. What the hell? Men, my grandpa said, used to be able to go toe to toe. And if you lost, you got up to fight another day. And if you really, really felt like you needed to come back, then you just came back the next day and you either got your ass whooped or you won, and it kept on going. But you dusted yourself off, and at the end of the day, most people get up and shake their hands. Joseph Wright, you remember from Harrington, me and you, bucking heads the first time I went to Harrington? Yeah. We didn't even fight, did we? We just got a pizza and fucking punched each other in the face so it looked like we did. I love you too, man. I know, but neither of us were scared. I never had family. I never knew my dad. I don't even really know what he looked like. I still love him. I forgive him. I know now what life does. And it's hard to cope. And you can't be perfect. You can't make all the right moves. You've got to decide what's the best. And sometimes it's not the right one, but it's the right one for you, and it's safe. I didn't know what else I would do. I wasn't bright. I wasn't all that freaking strong. Never really knew what college was. I was scared of school. I don't even know how I graduated high school. It's so scary. So I knew I was going to be what my grandpa was, and that was a soldier or a Marine. I wanted to protect. That's all I wanted to do. I wanted to try to have the family that I seen from, yeah, I'm sorry, you really let me down, Bill Cosby, from The Cosby Show. You know, Growing Pains, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's the family I watched while I grew up, and that's the family I wanted. I was a single child, an only child, to a mother with many miscarriages and an abusive husband that never fucking really loved her. Because if he did, he would have gave up everything that he could to have a family. That's how I believe. Everything. There's nothing that you won't give up. Because that family is the American dream, just like the home is every working man and family's American dream, just like the nice car and keeping up with the Joneses is. I used to believe that, keeping up with the Joneses. I don't anymore. You keep up with what you can. And you work as hard as you can, because at the end of the day, that's all you ever have is your work ethic and your honor, loyalty. I've lied more times than I can count. Not so much as the latest, but a lot when I was younger. I remember how many times I stole, and I can count them on my hands. But the first time I went to jail in Garden City, not jail, but they scared the shit out of me at the police station. Travis Bachman's dad, Rodney, the captain, I believe Justin's dad. I'm glad I had good friends that had cops as dads, so they could come pull us out of the parties and not even bust the party, but take us home and keep us from getting quite so stupid. I love you, Rodney and Connie. It killed me. It killed me when I came home. And how many years later, I didn't even know. Probably after my second tour, I was lost. I came back and I didn't ever go home, because at home they wanted to know what happened and how was war and what did you see. And let me tell you something, the stuff that they show you on TV only real.